There are things I would like to add to that story from my candid analysis. That is simply that the mistakes of Muhammad must not be used to discredit his message pure from the vessel of truth, which is God Himself.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Okay, I saw this video and I don't know how to describe my feeling. Whether I was angry, it gave me anxieties. I don't know how to explain the feeling it gives me, but I wasn't okay at all. Seriously, I'm not okay. This guy, sometimes I get YouTube recommend some of his videos to me and I watch some of them because I love to hear convert stories. And come on, I saw this video, though I couldn't find the full video. It's a short video, and based on what he is saying, come on, I don't know. At first I thought maybe he's a Muslim. That's what I think up till now, that he's a Muslim. But if truly he's a Muslim and you can say this about your prophet, do you really know the person you are referring to? Or are you saying that you know better than the person? I might not know better, but seriously, if this statement is coming out from his mouth as a Muslim, he needs to make istighfar. That's what I think. I don't know what you guys think, but let's hear what he said.
When the little Aisha was not of age. However, there are things I would like to add to that story from my candid analysis. That is simply that the mistakes of Muhammad must not be used to discredit his message pure from the vessel of truth, which is God Himself.
Oh my God, I don't know. How can you make this statement about your prophet, a man you believe in, that he made a mistake? Really? Have you ever think of the slightest thing he said or he did that you find fault with it? If you believe in him, if you are such an objective person, I don't think you will ever find a mistake with whatever the prophet ever did. Someone we take as a role model, and you are saying the mistake he did. That's my only problem about that read. We shouldn't use the mistake of the prophet. Astaghfirullah. Really, you know better than him. Is that what you are saying? If non-Muslims are saying this, they think it's a point they have to make, they have to use it against us. And you as a Muslim, I don't know for sure, will also make this statement. Come on. We all have grandmothers, great generations back. If today, this century, your great grandmother's cloth is given to you for you to wear, if not for us Muslims, we will wear anything provided it covers us. A non-Muslim will say it's outdated, it's out of fashion. She won't wear it. And you are comparing 1,400 years back tradition to today. Even today, 21st century, if you take a child from Africa, a 10 years old, and compare to Western 10-year-old child, you say the Western girl is like 15 or 20 years based on the stature. So I don't know why the culture back then, people keep on referring it to this age, if not because of negativity and negative mentality. Even some questions are straightforward, rhetorical. Such questions are not even supposed to be answered unless the person truly wants to learn something. That one you can explain to the person. Their culture back then can never be compared to this age. That was the norm back then. You can't say that a prophet will marry like a little girl that she's not supposed to marry, knowing better. If she wasn't ready for that marriage, why would the prophet marry her in the first place when he knows better? That's the question we should ask ourselves. So I don't see why they are making it a point, and you as Muslim will say such a statement. You are also using it as a point. Come on, it's not everything that you have to express your opinion on it. Search for the history, understand it as it is, but not to make judgmental statements like this. Are you now judging the prophet that he made a mistake? Is that what you are saying? When he married him, Allah allowed him to marry her. Allah didn't caution him that no, this is a mistake, don't do it. Allah allowed it. But you today, born in this generation, want to justify what happened. Come on, let's be realistic. Let's not be so pokey in everything. There is this hadith that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, there are things that Allah has made mandatory for us, the acts of worship. We should do them, perform them. Things that he has forbidden, we should avoid them. And there are things that he has hidden from us, we shouldn't seek. Don't go after them trying to know the truth. That's why there are certain letters in the Quran no one knows the meaning except only him, Allah. Things like this. So don't you think that if what he did was wrong, Allah would have cautioned him? Don't you have that belief, or don't you think that way? Why wouldn't you think that way, that if it was wrong, Allah would have cautioned him? But you want to make this statement. Come on, astaghfirullah. May Allah guide us all, and may Allah forgive us all. Assalamu alaikum, guys.